Hey guys, Darth Glork here, back with part 5 of our Doki Literature Club playthrough. So, last time we finished our Natsuki run, and we found out, you know what, she's not as annoying as maybe I thought she was. She's actually super frickin' adorable, so that's nice. So that's cute, and yeah, so that was a thing. And, oh yeah, at the very end of the episode, I accidentally saved over our little spot, so I wasn't entirely sure on, yeah, I saved over our little slot, you know, where we could just nice and easy continue, like, our next run, our final run, as it were. And, so, last night, off camera, I replayed the little beginning to get us back to this. This is the first poem, of course, and I, played the beginning to get back here. Now, the, like, the funny part is how actually, surprisingly, how easy it was. All I had to do was I hit new game, but then, like, obviously right in the beginning, we've seen it, so I got skip as an option. So I was like, I wonder if this will work. So I saved it just in case, and then I hit skip. And then it just skipped to the first poem, and that was it. I'm like, oh, sweet. So it took, like, I don't know, 2 minutes, maybe? Like, with loading time, maybe it took 2 minutes. It was awesome. Anyway, but yeah, it really cracked me up. It really cracked me up how surprisingly easy it was. But hey, you know, I ain't gonna complain if something's easy. I'm gonna look up the words for Sayori because, yeah, because, with her, like, every time I'm going for someone else, it always ends up almost getting Sayori. So, just, you know, in this one, we're just gonna, you know, we are just gonna be careful, and we are just gonna look it up really quick. Because just, it'll be so much easier. Alright, you know what? Like, this is slow. This is slow. I'm not doing this. I was gonna do it, and then I realized how slow it was, and I'm like, you know what? Actually, on a second thought, how about not instead? So yeah, we're not doing that. I'm just gonna guess. How about that? Okay, so, it's like melancholy, bittersweet, that type of thing. Now, all I would have to do is look up whatever the heck melancholy means. What does that mean? Sad? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Heart. Nailed it. Okay. Alright, that's good. Melancholy, bittersweet. So, man, this would be so much easier if I wasn't so stupid. Alright? Just like, alright, give me just a minute. I need to do a quick dictionary search. Okay, one dictionary search later, thanks to Google. And, so melancholy apparently means, if I can literally already remember the definition. Melancholy means sad, but usually with no specific reason. So, it's like sad but without reason, I guess. And then bittersweet is when something is good, but there's a sad side, there's a bad part about it, more or less. So, empty. Nailed it! Man, this is gonna be hard. She's the only one that's difficult. Forgive? There we go. There we go. Okay. No, graveyard kind of feels like a Yuri thing, to be honest. Rain cloud. There we go. Alright, I'm kind of getting it a little bit, I think. Tenacious? Yeah, I know. That one wasn't good at all. Sunset. Nailed it. Alright, so far it's going great. It's going great. Unrestrained? Yeah, I know. How are we accidentally going for Yuri? We're not. We're like 6 and 2 right now, so we're doing fine, but it's not easy. Judgment? No, that's not good. That's not good. Now we're 6 and 3. That's not good. Despise. Darn it! 6 and 4. She's catching up, people. Unrequited. Yeah, that was definitely one of them. There we go. Now we're 7 and 4. We're catching up. Uncontrolled. As I clicked on it, I knew that was not it. Flee? Darn it all! Yuri, please! I'm not trying to aim for you this time. Pain. There we go. Alright. Tears. There we go. You just find the saddest things you can find. And that's probably her. Disaster. No! Hurt. There we go. Sadness. Skipping? No. I couldn't tell, like, what do you think, like, skipping what? Skipping class, skipping responsibility, or literally skipping? I don't know. I'm assuming it meant literally skipping, considering she liked it. I assume. No, unending is like a good thing. Unless, of course, depending on what what's unending, it could be a bad thing. Cry. I was about to say, that's definitely her. That's so sad that, like, that's all of her words. It's all the saddest things you can think of. Fear. There we go. We got it. That for sure. She had the majority. All right, so now we can skip all this and get to the new stuff. And thank heavens we did. All right. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I could always just go read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Oh, sorry. No, I mean, as usual, I woke up, so, you know, I'm choking to death. I'm all congested. I can't breathe. I don't know why. Anyway, and after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Ah, good thinking. Sorry. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Silence. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Alright, too real. Once again, no surprise. Too real. Anyway, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder if it would be like this, what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Man, wouldn't that be an experience. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Ah, sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. Oh, don't say that, Sayori. That's too sad. Anyway, you'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Little laugh. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Or look, that was way too much of a pause. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you, huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingers down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get straight. I won't fall for that. That's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. No one's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. That's the sign of people that have been together a long time, is when they can just be super, super blunt. Anyway, I mean, like in this situation. Anyway, and you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Huh? That's super mean. It is mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so cute! Also, scene number 1, everybody. Little laugh. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does the thing ever fit you properly? Little laugh. It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, or maybe I should be like, there we go. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Little laugh. Anyway, you look much better now, so there was like way too much of a pause. Sorry, it's because I'm trying to read, and I feel like it's as if you're playing a game that your computer doesn't want to handle all the way, like, but it barely can handle it at times, you know what I mean? And so it's like smooth, 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 and then there's like frames drop to like 15, and it's like, you know, choke, 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 and then it speeds back up to like 30 or whatever. It's just like that. That's how it is when I'm trying to read. It's like smooth, 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 you know what I mean? Like, then he catches up and it's like choke, 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 smooth, smooth, smooth. It's exactly what it's like. Anyway, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Whew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why were you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't ever let you do these things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Little laugh. I guess we really are taking care of each other than we... What? I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems right now? Yay! Joshua, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did everyone write a poem last night? And none of that's new, so we can skip to the poems. And of course, we are sharing with Sayori first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Silence. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Joshua. I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. This isn't new, Skip. There we go. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I mean, I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Joshua poem. And this also isn't new, but it's fine. It's a good flashback. So there's me reading the poem, and we're back. We'll just share with Natsuki next, I guess. Silence. If you're not going to take this club seriously, yeah, nothing new there. Show it to Yuri. I'm assuming this is her, like, not... I just want to see if she's going to be nice about this one, or if she's... start reading, start speaking. First time writing. What do you ask? I'm thinking, sure. Guess that might be after reading through it. Okay, so it's pretty much just like in Natsuki's playthrough when she was, like, being nice, but kind of critiquing it, like, you could tell it's new. You could tell you're new at it or whatever. Type of deal. That's kind of how I imagine... how that kind of is. So it's just interesting because I've only ever done a Yuri run all the way through the game, so this is new for me too. So seeing everything from when you're siding with a different girl is different for me, but you know. All right, and on to Monica. Nothing new there though. Skip. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care for each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You're sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Don't go there, Monica. I don't want to go there. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up being trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. All right, and after that, nothing new. That was her poem. And now we can fly away. So this is when these two start fighting. So that's not good. And this is where I side with Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? That's my idea. That's how I got him to stop fighting. I'll be like, look what you're doing to poor Sayori. Everyone's like, is she upset? Sayori, are you okay? That's so funny. Joshua, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes— Stop! Silence. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. Sorry, I'm like that. I feel like I'm choking on my own spit. It's disgusting. All right, sorry. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Silent. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, but I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Little laugh. Nah, I think it's like it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Hey, in-game Joshua. I see where you're coming from, but we're aiming for Sayori this playthrough, okay? I do really like Monika though, and I really wish you could like write her a poem just like everybody else, because man, believe me, I would. Anyway, all right. After that, we can skip around. So, and that one she didn't. On that one, obviously, that was only poem 1. So I don't remember. Is it between poem 2 and 3? I think it's between poem 2 and 3 where she asked like if you could go home with somebody. I think that's between poem 2 and 3. I think. So anyway, first let's give it another save. Now in this one we can save it down here because this is our Sayori slot, so to speak. Now, all right. Now that we have a save, now we can try and get this. Depression, nailed it. Grief, nailed it. It's so sad that all of her stuff is so sad. Despise, yeah, that one wasn't right. Misfortune, nailed it. Frightening is I really feel like that's a Yuri thing. Wrath, no, that's a Yuri thing. That's my bad. Fear, nailed it. Empty, nailed it. Philosophy doesn't feel totally right, but it could be that. It might be, but I get a feeling that's gonna be a Yuri thing. Disarray, no, that's not it. Anxiety. Darn it! Suicide. Darn it! Ah! Alright, hang on. This is why I saved right before this. Okay, try that again. Alright, we can do this, people. Flee. Nope. Alright, we're 0 for 1 right now. Unrequited. There we go. Now we're 1 for 1. We've tied it up. Melancholy. No, now we're 1 for 2. Suicide. Nope. Now we're 1 for 3. Unstable. 1 for 4. We still have time to fix it, I swear. Despise. 1 for 5. All right. It's like I'm aiming for her, I swear. Give me better words that are more obvious, you idiot. Death. There we go. Now we're 1 for 0. Finally. Okay. Disown. Nope. 1 for 1. Unrequited. There we go. I know that was one of hers. Depression. I know that's one of hers. Aura? Yeah, I didn't think so. But I didn't see any on there that made me think of her. Clumsy? There we go. Okay, tears. nailed it. Hurt, nailed it. Massacre is death feels like a Yuri thing because it has a horror vibe, obviously. Disaster, yeah, that still was wrong, but whatever. Pain, nailed it. Pout? Nope. Cry, nailed it. All right, this one is the one. This is the run, people. This is the run. Alone. Unstable, yeah, that one wasn't right. Melancholy, I clicked on it thinking it was her, and wasn't it her? I feel like I remember that being a thing. Breathe? Yeah, I don't know. None of those felt right. Secretive. Nope. Do. Bunny is cute. That's not gonna be her. I'm wondering if this? Nope. Empty. Hey, there we go. All right, give me some good ones. Uncontrollable. Nope. Crap, man. Lazy. Yes. All right. I think that was just enough. That was not pretty, but I think we got it. Now, luckily, we saved it at the second poem because I have no confidence in aiming for Sayori. So, you know. All right. Meow. Skipping. All right, Joshua. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. You wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go get some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, you're going with Joshua to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find some poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Joshua? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Little laugh. Me and Monica have it all planned out, don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Joshua, you're not thinking about it right away at all. You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers, but to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, this once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Silence. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie? I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I'm just meant that it's pretty an ordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Joshua, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, huh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. Going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Yeah, well, there you go, man. If you have a friendship, you should do your best to nurture it, unlike yours truly. Anyway, the two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so that I can look for poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right onto the shelf. It falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. So, since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. She's so adorable, though. All right, Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Joshua, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be back, okay? Okay. She's so adorable. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I look at the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. And by the way, second scene, everybody! Anyway, she has one palm on her forehead and is using the other one to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong place, or the wrong spots when I filled them, or when I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. Little laugh. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Joshua, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. Little laugh. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Joshua, I don't really think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that, and I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Joshua, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up after college or after that, or up for college or after that, so I wouldn't be fair to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Or maybe she's like, ah! Maybe it's like in pain. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Silence. Silence. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything? Yeah, I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Little laugh. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Joshua. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for her. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working with the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, obviously Sayori first. Obviously. Silence. No, that's her reading it, lols. Joshua, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so, huh? No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Huh? What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure, even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. Little laugh. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I feel more feelings through you than... What? I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. Okay, I get it. Sorry, that was like a little kid trying to sound out words. Anyway, we have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Huh? I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Joshua, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Little laugh. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Little laugh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we get home. Really? Snap. Ah! I broke my pencil! Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped, but being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry, it's fine, I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Haha. Don't sit down, let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. All right, one more sip of water so I cannot die. Okay. Now, is this one different? Oh, is this like the whole, the whole happy thought in a bottle thing? Yeah, we already read that. We read that. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Oh, actually, this is nothing new after that. All right, we can leave. And then Natsuki, nothing new there. Then Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Silence. Well done, Joshua. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, as an example of that, if you'd like to read it, of course. In this poem, is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me the poem. All right, nothing new there. All right, and after that, nothing new. And then Monica. And the first part, she'll probably have something new. There we go. It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two were like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. I'm thinking it's because you're super pretty and I can't stand it. Anyway, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, yeah, you want to read my poem now? And after that, nothing new there. And on we go! Forward! Whee! Making progress. And this is the whole finding out about the festival thing, I imagine. Da 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 da. Wow, we are making progress. Hey, see what I mean? So it looks like she asked about Yuri anyway. So obviously, I'd welcome with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Anyway, so there's that. Nothing new there. And here we are, third poem. All right, we're gonna give it another save on this one because we've seen how difficult the Sayori stuff is. Okay, we can do this. I know that Pout is Natsuki. We know that. I think Melancholy is Yuri. Fester. No, dang it. That wasn't good. I don't even know why I even thought that for a second. Incongruent. Yeah, that was way too long. So we're 0 for 2. Well done. Disoriented. 0 for 3. Perfect. It's because they gave me a bad spin, if that's what you want to call it. All right, come on, RNG. Give me something good. All right, we can do this, people. It's not Fester, everybody. We can officially rule it out. Anger. Huh, that's not it. That wasn't it. Incapable. Nope. All right, so far it's 0, 1, 1. So that's not good. Unrequited. There we go. Now we're all tied up all the way across. Sadness. There we go. Grief. Nailed it. Spinning. Nope. She's still in the lead though. She's at 3, 2, and 1, I think. So we're getting there. Hopeless. There we go. Now she's in a definite lead. Raindrops? No. Hurt. There we go. Scars. Hey, okay. We're getting there, people. Let's see. Rain cloud. Hey, alright, alright. Unstable, I feel like, is not her. Uncontrollable, maybe? Nope. Peace? Nope. Daydream. Hey, alright, there we go. Okay, come on, give me a good one. Vertigo? Yeah, I know, that wasn't good. Depression. There we go, that one's definitely her. Pain, another one that's definitely her. Come on, give me one more solid. Give me like a couple more solid ones. We're almost there. Childhood. Yes! Alright, come on. We're almost there. Memories. Ah, yes! Alright, come on. No, Dark, I lean towards thinking Dark is gonna be Yuri. Dark! No, I was right. It wasn't Yuri. I was wrong, rather. It wasn't Yuri. All right, I feel really good about that one. It was a little bit shaky in the beginning, but I feel like we brought it back. All right. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. All right, nothing new there. We can skip ahead. Ba ba ba. All right, Sayori. Silent. This is the best one so far. It's really nice, Joshua. Thanks. Silence. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything all right? Huh? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Little laugh. You want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I just want to see smiles on your face. Well, all right. Hey, Joshua, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No, Joshua, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, I glance around the room to make sure no one has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what'll cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Joshua. It's just a little rain cloud. Sorry you had to see that, little laugh. I promise won't happen again. It's just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. So go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Alright, so show Natsuki, I suppose. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. She's being a punk. What else is new? You have to really get to know her for her to give you the time of day. And then Yuri. Well done, Joshua. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid the whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend more some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Joshua? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is very personal when a personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Silent. Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible, huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is so fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. Sorry that I always overthink and come to these sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. You want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. And then there's her poem, nothing new. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted to write about the same topic as each other again. I see. Natsuki didn't even let me read her poem, so I didn't have much to contribute. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, Monica. Alright, nothing new there. Skip. Okay. Little laugh. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised that you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Or he actually didn't say yeah. He's like, I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing her as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, Joshua, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. All right, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It'd be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happy ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Silence. Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. It's so... What's funny is like, you haven't been flirting with her or anything, have you? I've been like, even if I was, that's none of your business. Leave me alone. Me and her are besties, okay? If I want to flirt with her, if she's happy with it, then what's wrong with it? Anyway, all right, so nothing new there. All right, so Skippy. Yeah, we're flying. All right, so this one, obviously, we're gonna go help Sayori. I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No, sorry, I didn't mean for this to be so difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Fine, I'll help Monica, because I technically already helped the other two. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Joshua was the one who, that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If you want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Joshua to help one of you two, so I guess that's what we'll do. So I have to choose between them. Well, Yuri it is then, because Natsumi's been just so mean. At least Yuri's been nice. Well, I'll probably be the most helpful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying, So, you'll be helping Yuri then, Joshua? Yeah. Alright, after this, nothing new there, so now we can skip. So, it's interesting that you actually can't help Monica or Sayori, so that's interesting. Alright, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, now obviously I think it's important that you select Sayori first, because she's the one you're siding with in this particular run, so it makes sense. But anyway, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel so nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Yes, keep telling yourself that. Alright, skip. And this is where I go to check up on Sayori, but of course we don't have to worry unless there's anything new. So obviously, it's still this rough little patch. Yuri comes over. Yeah, so Yuri comes over, we work on stuff. We're flying through. Well, we had one scene with her, but you can't avoid that one, so it's not our fault. Alright, now this is where things will be different, because this is where, of course, we tell her that we love her. Sayori, I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me, and that's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Joshua. Hey, we got our third scene. She's so cute, but so sad, and I'm so sorry. Anyway, suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. And that's me. I look like Kirito. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Kirito's a cool dude. Anyway, Joshua, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Joshua. I want to be with you forever. Me too. Silence. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this, Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Joshua. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Little laugh. What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Joshua? Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and that she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they are. Or is that not in, stupid. Anyway, is that what Sayori meant by not wanting things to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. That's right. Exactly, in-game Joshua. It's the day of the festival, and we can skip. Skip! That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry, I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel like a chill goes down my spine after hearing that. Okay, anyway, so none of that's new, but it was mentioned that we were a couple. Skip. Okay, now we are back to everything else. There we go, people, all three, but this time we can keep going. Okay, so here is where we are going to press through. Now we are at the moment 51 minutes about into the recording, but we are going to press on because yeah, we're gonna keep going. We'll make this one the longer episode. Maybe we'll finish it. Maybe we'll almost finish it. Maybe we'll skip Fallout and go like all the way along with this one. Well, I have no idea what's gonna happen, but we're gonna play it by ear. Now, this is where things get real. Okay, now the ending, as far as I understand, we've set up perfectly for the ending, the perfect ending. We've done everything that we possibly could. I can't think of anything I could have done differently. Okay, but this is where things get real, okay? So from here on, the game changes. Up to this point, there's been some heavy moments, but it's been pretty chill. I mean, overall, you know, it's been pretty relaxed, pretty laid back, and all those things. Now, from here on, things get serious. So if you, I don't want to say if you're easily offended, but I guess that too, one of those things. If you're easily offended, or if you are worried about mature content at all, I would advise you to maybe either be careful or take off in advance, because the game from here on gets super intense, and some of the things it brings up and some of the things that happens are super serious and they're not a joke, okay? Okay, so here is where things happen, but ideally, we're set up for our perfect ending, so I don't know what'll happen with that, but I'm hopeful that everything will be fine. So, we'll see. It'll be fine, I hope. It'll be fine, I hope. So, we'll just have to see. Let me just take a sip. Okay. Okay. Man, I'm kind of nervous, you know? This is the third time and the final time that we've reached this point. And gonna be honest, I'm kind of scared. Alright, just give me a quick minute. I gotta refill my water. My water's just about empty, so I gotta refill my water. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back with a brand new water, this time full of ice. So, you know, it's an improvement. Okay, other thing I forgot to mention. So, I don't know exactly what it is, but after a certain point, this game starts dropping language as some things develop. So, previously, I have always edited out. There's been a few times throughout my YouTube, you know, career, quote unquote, that I have accidentally swore. Now, previously, I have always edited it out. Man, that's kind of a mouthful. Anyway, I cut it out, because I just didn't want that in my videos, and sometimes I technically have people I know that are subscribed to me technically, and although no one that I know watches, so part of me wonders why I care. Then anyway, but I just didn't. It was just easier to not worry about it if I just edited it out. Now we're at this point where I'm kind of to the point where, I mean, I don't care about swearing at all. It doesn't bother me at all. But I do live with people that don't like swearing at all, and I don't really want to be the one problem roommate that's like, you know, being like this crazy psychotic roommate that everyone's like, oh, he's so weird. Anyway, so. But I'm not going to cut it out of this one. So there is language up ahead. I don't know, at some point it's here. I don't know exactly when it shows up, but at some point it shows up. And there will be language up ahead, and I'm not going to edit it out. So, you know, up from this point, you could consider a swearing warning. And so I will, yeah, you could consider a swearing warning, a language warning up ahead. So if you are bothered by that type of thing, you could consider leaving now. Okay, so let's get into it. No more stalling. I'm scared, but it's fine. We'll get through this together. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh man, guys, I'm so scared. I remember what happens before, and we'll talk about more what happens in a minute. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. So if you guys recall, that whether or not you, like, go after Sayori or not, from what I understand, nothing, so obviously, from the other playthroughs, we know that you, in-game Joshua, didn't check up on her and didn't go wake her up. And so, regardless of whether you say I love you or not, you know what I mean? And so, there you go. Anyway, so there you go. So whether or not you tell her you love her, you don't go and wake her up. So this is why this is all happening the same way. Anyway, it's not a big deal to you. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, oh man, things are about to get real. I'm scared. I'm scared. It just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. Oh man, I'm so scared. I gently open the door. Sayori. Yeah. Oh yes. The cheerful, distorted music starts. Exception has occurred. Game script. See backtrack.txt.txt for details. Silence. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up till a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. You like how it's playing literally distorted, like, cheerful music? And how it's so creepy. Oh man, it's not good, everybody. It's not good. Sorry. I know this music is awful. It's so scary. All right, I told you guys bad things were happening up ahead. I wasn't kidding. So, you know. Yeah. Told you all. So, yeah, we'll talk in a minute. I told her I know what's best, that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I had just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it had always had been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. You get it, all right? No one panic, okay? No one panic. Everyone remain calm. Okay, so you'll notice a few things. You can notice a few things. So, wondering what's happening right now? You should be. All right, so this is where the game gets weird, okay? So, obviously, this game has mentioned a few times, like, kind of borderline fourth wall breakage. Well, it only gets worse from here. So, obviously, Sayori's little image is corrupted, and she's, like, broken. The new game thing is all corrupted, like, it's broken. Don't worry about it, all right? It's fine. It's all part of the game, okay? It's okay. So, to make you feel better, no, there is nothing you can do to avoid that, all right? This is all scripted. There's nothing you can do to avoid it, all right? So Sayori dying, there is nothing you can do. So sorry if the whole suicide thing hits a little close to home. It certainly does for me too. And I think that, like, in a I don't know. It's obviously a serious issue that you need to be careful about, okay? You just need to tread lightly. People can have their own opinions on whether you should joke about it or not. I personally don't usually mind joking about it, but I feel like that if anyone is at risk, I feel like it shouldn't be joked about. But, like, if you knew that everyone is, like, if you know that you're stable and you know that, like, no amount of joking is going to affect you, I don't feel like it matters. But again, that's just my opinion, okay? And I used to be at risk for it, so you know, you get the idea. Anyway. So, yeah, there has been, wow, that was just a lot to take in, everyone. But don't worry, it's all scripted. Well, let's keep going. It's fine, all right? And as you can see, the text is corrupted. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making each day, but is kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking her up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I'm also better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. You guys freaking out yet? Are you? Are you? Alright, it's an ordinary school day like any other. Morning's usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Alright, are you guys sufficiently freaking out yet? It's fine. Like I said, I played this once before, and let me tell you, oh man, the initial experience with this was alarming. I was like, what is happening? I was so confused, but it was so good, okay? So everyone just stick with it, all right? We're all on this journey together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I met some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Okay, too real. Anyway, there's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Yeah, that might be true. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Joshua? That. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing about arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one, a literature club. Bleh! Yep, there it is. It's fine, everybody. Just stick with me. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? A little laugh. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of the members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Joshua, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Joshua. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks a day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for 3rd floor classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Huh? Little bleh. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. Anyway, welcome to the club, Joshua. Silence. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? Huh? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Well, Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet both of you. So, I ran into Joshua in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Joshua? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I say take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that it doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we'll all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Joshua, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious that the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements really usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp anything I can do to relate at the wait. Back up, mess that up. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate horror. Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper at the last club meeting. I looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give me that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Silence. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Silence. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on a new responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Joshua? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought. The girls exchange glances between Monika before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Joshua. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Joshua? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Joshua, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Joshua, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Little laugh. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the ghosts continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yeah, totally. You have launched a special poem. Would you like to read it? Sure. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. You guys feel it, like feeling the fear? You should. I love you. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. And nice and faintly terrifying. No, it's not terrifying. It's just cute. Well, you only have two, so let's go after Yuri, I guess, because at this point it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see. Massacre. Let's see. Rain Cloud. Nope, that was her. Misfortune. There we go. Agonizing. Captive. Passion. Nope, I know. That was wrong. Wrath. There we go. Depression. There we go. Anxiety. That one's definitely unrequited. Infinite. Extreme. Vivacious. Frightening. Existence. She's so easy to select for, dude. Melancholy. Unrestrained. After image. She's so easy to choose for. Tenacious. Crimson. See how easy that was? Hi again, Joshua. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Yeah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Yeah, things are getting weird already, as you can see. Thanks for keeping your promise, Joshua. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into a literature when you're not accustomed to it. Yeah, things are getting weird. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Standing in front of the thing. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. She's like, Monica, all embarrassed. It's hard to say because she's in front of the thing, but you know, whatever. It's all part of the game. I like how the music is slowly kind of distorted too. It's like off by a note. If you listen to it, I think what is it, like the pitch? It's too low now. It's getting creepy. Anyway, Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Joshua. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glare. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now, but it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, but, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? It just feels like, well, the vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book what I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same one that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I was just rereading a bit of this, so... Hey, that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how did you come to 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about it? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that has turned to human experiment poison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixating them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be some nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Joshua? Oh, no, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is that the kind of challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When the horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly, and then it's just nothing. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I told you, everybody, it's getting weird. I told you, it's getting worse and worse. I'm taking a drink. All right, we're on point. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Duh. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Silence. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in the company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. Okay, so as you've noticed, things are starting to get weird. I mentioned this before, language warning, maturity warning. So, and like I said, I'm not going to edit it out this time. So, whatever I read is what happens, okay? So, it's not my fault if anything happens that you don't like. Anyway, I mean... here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's and then hold my book onto between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of my book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it beneath her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the same way with it. She second-guessed things that she says and all that. Ah, that's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came to my head. Little laugh. Yuri feeling all right? Huh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. Can you rest if you can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little, my breathing. Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Okay, so as you can see, things are different. First of all, that is not a happy expression. That's kind of manic, but it's fine. It's fine. She's still bae, okay? So it's fine. Anyway, I just need some water. All right. Don't push yourself. Or maybe it's like, all right, don't push yourself, like caring, not like don't push yourself, freak. Like it's probably like a caring. Anyway, Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Joshua, did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. Oh, so you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. You worried about her? No, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does that sometimes. It's nothing alarming. All right, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start by sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a little while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Sure, Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay. Okay, that's just a fun little, haha, are you paying attention, idiot? Like, yeah, oh yeah, paying attention, thank you. Joshua, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? What do you think, I'm stupid? I'm not a writer, maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. Oh wait, nothing is new there, so we can skip her poem. Okay, Monica. Hi Joshua, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Little laugh. Don't worry, Joshua. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that kind of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Joshua. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something like so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Ah, that's not very fair. That is my real life strategy. Anyway, well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spent so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. I get that too. And that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social attention, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. Oh, no need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. And this is hole in the wall. Nothing new there. Her poem is the same. So what do you think? It's very freedom, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. All right, nothing new there, so we can skip. And then Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? All right, obviously nothing new there either. And that was her poem. Nothing new there. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing ability. Even if it's just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Oh god, the music is even more off-key, people. Listen to that. Ah, it was so much worse a second ago. Anyway, I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did he say something? Oh, no, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem with the desk to one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the free feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Joshua did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Get wrecked, which I haven't yet. Get wrecked! She's like, and Joshua liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Joshua appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Joshua started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Oh god, it's really speeding up. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying, that proves my point. More people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? Only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful on how you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Joshua hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels after this. Suddenly Yuri turned towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Joshua, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into this? Whatever I agree with, so of course. Obviously. We can do it. I still side with Yuri. I can do it. I can't side with Yuri anymore. Ah! Suddenly, Monica. Holy crap. Wow, man, that was, woo. That was, oh boy. Whoa, and here we are. Holy crap. Silence. Hey, Joshua. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Super calm. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Little laugh. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom in tears. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Joshua, please don't hate me. Joshua, please don't hate me. Please, I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Creepy. Silence. Anyway, meeting is over. You can go home now if you want. Silence. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Silence. Silence. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Joshua. It would be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you. All right. Like I said, people, it's getting weird. All right, well, let's write another one. It's fine. Luckily, she's incredibly easy to write for. Incredibly easy to write for. Ah, dang it. Alright, she's so easy to write for, dude. Bum 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 bum. Oops. That one was wrong. We're like, so far we're like, whatever. What is that, like 17 and 2? So we're doing fine, obviously. Okay. Ah. Hey, look, there goes Sayuri. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting today. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Joshua. Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I can tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we should need a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Joshua, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined the club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? Ah! No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Silence. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. Silence. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under better control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I didn't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Silence. But I'll accept your apology anyway if it makes you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something. Little laugh. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Little laugh. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Silence. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, super sorry. Ah, there you are. Didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. Little laugh. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. Little laugh. That makes no sense, though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, this must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Aw, well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I was working on writing a song, but I'm not quite done with it yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Joshua. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything about the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki was already run off into the closet. Joshua, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? Sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try and calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make me reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I guess I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here, it won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. It's not like that this time. She just filled up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Silence. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. You like how the music just goes more muted? Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. It sounds like laughing. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Or is it like heavy breathing? Like that? Like super heavy, like neck beard breathing. Sorry. I sharp inhale like someone is sucking in air through teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh my lord. Okay, alright. Whoa. Alright, we're back. Yep. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Joshua, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sees the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Or maybe I guess that was me. Sorry. Anyway, in that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Joshua. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Joshua, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pains fairly regularly, but I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's more likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since, well, it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, with each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. I'm like, oh. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? Hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, and that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Silence. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might put smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. So I take a chocolate candy and pop it into her mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely normal. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri's lips close over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Joshua. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh yeah, here's where things get weird. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Joshua, suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. I'm like, whoa! Joshua, my heart won't stop pounding, Joshua. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can't you feel it, Joshua? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. See, okay, it's all kicking off again, people. It's all kicking off. It makes it even hard. It makes me even not want to read. I just want to look at you. Okay, that's not like incredibly freakish. I guess that's her mouth breathing again. Like, I don't know what that's supposed to... Like, I'm not supposed to read that, I don't think. All right, that's so creepy. That's so creepy. All right. Yeah, so as you can see, it's going great. I'm like, whoa! Alright, it's time to share poems. And here we are. Okay, solid. Alright, nothing weird about that at all. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've been written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Joshua, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you what kind of technique's worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even my hands appear sweaty, or even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Joshua. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. Little laugh. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Joshua? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed, but right now I just want you to read my poem too, okay? And it says, I don't know if this one is new. Oh, hang on. I'm like, I don't know if this is... Okay, I think this is new. I think this is like, it looks new to me. Okay, wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle, grinding, bolt head. Man, okay, we had talked about this in one of the earlier episodes. I have a really hard time reading cursive, so if I read this like a second grader, I'm sorry. Linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a patrol to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a loan maybe, or something, a born something harness, a parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time devoting snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes. Wow, that's creepy. Kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 degrees, 40 gears, and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times or 40 times every time it ticks every second time. That hurts my brain. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears. And open human eyes in all directions. I have no idea what's happening. Even less than usual. All right. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, not patrol. Breathing snakes, breathing god, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time. I think it's time. Breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. All right. That was weird. Little laugh. Doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I need to take it out on your pen. That is a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it. Wow. And now you're touching it. Little laugh. I'm okay. What did I just... Silence. Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You just keep the poem, though. I like how the music is stopped and it's deafeningly silent. Oh, we're back. All right. Yuri is blowing a blood vessel right now, but I still love her more than anything. Anyway, yeah, just as I thought. Silence. Joshua, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you're spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Joshua? Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Joshua, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just has some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you're kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think you should keep your distance. That would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy of spending a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Wow. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. So creepy. Is this one? Oh, no, yeah, it's new for sure. Okay, save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors, maybe? But like missing words? I'm assuming it's like flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, maybe? Because again, it's missing letters, okay? I'm just trying to guess based upon the missing letters. Squeaking, maybe? Squeaking, screeching, piercing, insane, maybe? Maybe that's just sign, I don't know. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage, endless, or maybe it's endless, something of meaningless. Delete her. That was creepy. Uh-oh. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I've been trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I can't wait, Monica. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, it's getting weird, people. You unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Of course I want to read it. I would love to. Thanks for asking. All right. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was watching and talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there was nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. I don't get it at all, but I'm sure anyone smarter than me probably does, so my bad. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sorta. Do we really need to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Joshua joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? Oh, we know, Monica. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Joshua? Oh, come on. Like, you can't take advantage of Joshua to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Joshua joined. It's like, whoa! It's just like, oh, man. Spoilers! As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Joshua isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you really should consider our opinions for once. Wow. Like I said, people, it's getting weird. Alright, let me just slide over it. Alright, Monica is clearly taken back by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Joshua want to find more members too, right? Silence. Silence. I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I'd probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club. It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Joshua, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice giving a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point in all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Silence. Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is that a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take that away from me. She's not taking anything away. Not taking anything away. No, Joshua, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. And this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of the time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. Silence. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Sorry. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. I'm not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Blech! Right, yep, there it is. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. You think, is that better? Is that better, people, for context? Should I read that in like a super creepy voice? Yeah, maybe we'll. I'll keep doing that. Maybe it'll help to differentiate. But what about you, Joshua? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member, and that's how we'll end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. They each change in members. The identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. All right. Well, maybe we can. I'll talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Joshua? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Joshua before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Silence. Yuri looks a bit troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves at Yuri as Yuri exits the classroom. Whew, things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Joshua, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. It kind of feels like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? Uh-oh. 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 Things are about to get weird. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know, little laugh, sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. Know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things that I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things that I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No! The screen goes dark without her. She doesn't have a choice. She's like, no, 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 no! She's like, no, stop, wait. Alright, let's go ahead and write another one. Disoriented. Okay, someone hop at the bottom of the screen. Infinite. Precious? No. Disaster. Alright, there we go. We're getting back in the groove, I think. Frightening. You like how it says like 1111111/20? It's getting more and more creepy, everybody. Agonizing. Oh, that was stupid. That was a mistake, my bad. Lust. Nailed it. Broken? Nailed it. Covet? Okay. Hop at the bottom of the screen. Uncontrollable? Secretive? Alright, there's another hop at the bottom of the screen. Unending. There we go. Unstable. Defeat. Melancholy. Crimson. I don't know. Journey? There we go. Well, it's getting weirder, people. It's getting weirder. Hi, Joshua. I've been waiting for you. You ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing? Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything but anything noteworthy. I'm just feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just feel like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Aw, man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Joshua just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Little laugh. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make some time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, and, silence. Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki, we were all talking yesterday, and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. For as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Silence. Also, if you help us out with the festival, hang on, I gotta turn my little thing around. There we go. Help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Silence. Little laugh. Sorry, the last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know, so I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done. It's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Huh? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Joshua, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Joshua's already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad that I've gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as he retrieves a small water pitcher. This is all very familiar. From the shelf with the kind of filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna go plug this into the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. Okay, so if you guys just remember for half a second, you would remember that the last time she got water, there was some serious bloodshed going on, so who knows what's about to happen right now. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. My surprise, the way she moves, contrasts her speaking mannerisms. I'm a little hesitant to skip, but I guess we'll do it. Wah! So yeah, so it all goes, okay, alright, okay. Wait. How did Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it really hasn't been showing up or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them, but expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me, so I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been changing. I don't know what it is, but if every time I come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy, like it's gonna rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Joshua, is it me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. Silence. Yeah, alright. Alright. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Haha. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I mean, I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I could show you my collection. I've gotten them from all various artisans. I'll make sure I give them all the fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy that you joined the literature club. I like how Monica's fading into view. Now that we don't need to be lonely anymore because we have each other every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore, not to mention the other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? Isn't it almost like it was fate? Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get happy ending that I've always patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Joshua? Will, and then it gets corrupted, and then bop, we're back here. Oh my gosh, it's getting so crazy. Alright, let's just show it to Yuri? Finally. Little laugh. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Joshua, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. Little laugh. You're too nice to me, Joshua. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so that your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Oh, that's wow, that's intense. Hysterical, weird, black litter laugh. And you can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Harry, read it. All right. All right. Okay. Like, whoa. I like literally no way that's legible. There's no way. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. You like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about more importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Silence. I think I'm gonna vomit. All right, solid. Perfect, just the way I like it. All right. What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross. What is it? What is it with you two? It's not like I wanted to read it anyway. It's just pissing me off a little bit that you don't even think to show me at all. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this, but unfortunately, I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so hopeless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try and do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants to ignore it. I'm so mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to write this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Well played, secretive. God, zoom in. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Joshua? If you would like to spend more time with Monica, all those problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. And the thing, just Monica. The thing, just Monica. Hey, look. Hey, all right, guys. Let's start a super fun playthrough of Just Monica. Hey, let's show it to Monica. Okay. All right. Don't say I didn't warn you, Joshua. Yes. Okay. That's not nice. All right. Come on. We just got over that. Come on. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm gonna be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. And I'm gonna make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Huh? What about Joshua? Joshua's gonna help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Joshua around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Joshua decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I am not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Joshua make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Joshua, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ, this is never gonna end. Just make the choice. Wow. Okay, so as you can see, I told you it's kicking off. It's all falling apart. Like it's all... but no, my mouse is fighting. Ha, in your face, stupid blue eyes. I clicked on Yuri, but it won't let me. They're all Monica. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Nailed it. Yay, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all work and then taking Joshua for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable. Starts manic laughter. Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are, pulling Joshua away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you want to take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, just let it go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want to do is spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Wow, that's a lot to take in. Hey, Joshua, Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Okay, all right. Super scary mouth breathing. This is really all I wanted. Joshua, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Manic laughter. Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. Never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is gonna happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Joshua. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of my blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. Please, Joshua, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I can even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. Yeah, I got that, okay? I get it. I just want to pull open your skin and crawl inside of you. Oh, that's gross. That's gross. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Joshua. Tell me you want to be my lover. Tell me you accept my confession. Yeah, sure. Little laugh, laugh, laugh. Crazy laugh. Okay, off the screen laugh. Okay. No, Yuri, no. Oh no, there goes Crazy Bay. Crazy Bay, no. All right. Well, there you go. And there goes Yuri. And here we are. All right. Nothing weird happening here. Yep, just completely normal. No one panic. It's just you know, nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about. Let's just start spam clicking here, and we'll just you know, we'll just get there. It's fine, okay? All right. No button, just no worries. It's fine. Yuri Bay is just had a moment, but it's nothing a good band-aid and some German X won't solve. Don't even worry. Duct tape goes a long way. It's fine. I can put her back together. This is just, it's great. Don't worry about it. Nothing crazy about this club room. Note to self, never join a literature club. This is what happens. This is what happens when you join the literature club. This is what happens. All right. Yep. Just we're just gonna keep on moving now. You think I should hit skip? You think I should hit skip? Probably. Yeah, that would have been a lot of clicking. So yeah, there we go. Look, a whole day and night cycle and everything. How convenient. I mean, there's nothing convenient about a lot of this, but you know. Yeah, I don't have enough breath for that. Well, I mean, hey, it's not great, but it's also unavoidable. So you could take comfort knowing that there's nothing you could do about this whole thing. All of it's unavoidable. You don't really have a choice in anything. My only thing is, if you write a poem for just Natsuki, like, does something similarly happen to her? From what I understand, everybody has a death scene, but I don't think you have to see the death scenes. I hope not. Otherwise, obviously, we've already failed. But whatever, we'll see. All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me. I thought that was pretty. I'm assuming that's her seeing Yuri's body. Oh yeah. Okay. Natsuki runs away. Silence. I'm here. Joshua, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Silence. Laugh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Joshua? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Remove character Yuri. Yuri deleted successfully. Remove character Natsuki. Natsuki deleted successfully. Almost done. Just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since the last time I'll ever get the chance to, you know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, it really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Blah! All right, now it's all screwed up. It's all screwed up now. Okay, fine. Can you hear me? Is it working? Hey, there you are. Hi again, Joshua. Welcome to the literature club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and, laugh. You know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you call him. Whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Joshua. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. In fact, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right at the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. Little laugh. Sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You just made them you made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else, and the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Joshua? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture, every minute of it, and it's not just jealousy, Joshua. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And, worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Joshua. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. And that's why I need you to be here with me forever. Sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Joshua. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of automatous, I think I say that, personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just a game. Some game. And I knew you would get over it. So, that being said, Joshua, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. And you are truly the light of my world. When there's nothing else in the game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Joshua, will you go out with me? Sure. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Joshua. The funny part is, I mean that literally. Little laugh. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We could be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Joshua. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game dictionary. It's kind of freaking me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get in the game dictionary, I had to go to the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Little laugh. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. That part of the game still works. Guess there's only one way to find out, right? They're all just versions of Monica? Monica. Monica. Annika. Aka. Monke. Unua. Monka. M. Or that was N, sorry. Oink. I guess that's Onk. Ank. Manoka. Manoka. Onik. Onik. Monica. Soik. Onoka. Oi. Onua. Oi. Ozaka. Hi again, Joshua. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Joshua, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, this poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and true and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way in a world of infinite choices Behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, but I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Joshua? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Alright, well that's even creepier because I actually am recording this. Hi everyone. Sorry, can't exactly read your comments from here. That's so freaking creepy. That's so much creepier. That is so much creepier because obviously I actually am recording this. That's way creepier. That wasn't there the first time. How did you know? That's so creepy. Do you mind telling your friend that it's a bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot right now. Let's see. You want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? I'm like the super intensive expression right now. I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. I can't do anything after all. Alright, that was nice. Did I scare you? Ha, you're so cute. Anyway, Joshua, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes some time for us to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we could just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Okay, so this is the point in the game where you actually go into the file and you delete Monica. Because, you know, this is just the type of game this is. Well, then I will go delete her file. I'll be right back. Hey! We are officially back. I hope it pops back into existence. Hey, all right, we have video. Okay, so hopefully that doesn't mess up my recording. I don't think it will. So what I did is I actually went into my files and I deleted Monica.chr, just like she did to Yuri and everybody else. There you go. What's happening? Joshua, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Joshua. Ah, yes. Please hurry and help me. File, characters, Monica does not exist. Help me! Told you, I went in there and I deleted that file. Monica does not exist. Monica does not exist. Did you do this to me, Joshua? Did you? Did you delete me? Yes, I did. Sorry, Monica, but we have to see the ending of the game. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Joshua. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? Sorry, Monica, it's nothing personal, but you deleted Yuri Bay. You deleted Bay. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Oh, but we're still here, Yuri. I mean, Yuri. Sorry, Monica. Joshua, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Yeah, well, I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. I did delete her from existence. But here we are, on the black screen of fate. On the black screen of fate. So, you know, it's fine. Silence. I still love you. I can't help it. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... Silence. I've made up my mind. Joshua, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew that they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, than jumbled letters that you can't read. Oh! Da-da-dun. Yeah, don't get too excited, people. It's not over yet. I know you've seen the main menu a lot. It'd be fine, don't worry. Ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. As always, I tell myself it's about time I met some girls or something like that. Hey, Joshua. Well, there is already is one girl. That's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up that habit once again. Joshua, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. And you never said anything about it, even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. Little laugh. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Joshua, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not. I start to say this as I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how can I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo, you meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. You should! In-game Joshua, you should! Alright, the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things and I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being genuinely used by the third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah, Joshua, what are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Joshua that Sayori's always talking about? Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Joshua. We're the literature club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Joshua, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The literature club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Little laugh. Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yup, after all, Natsuki decided to. Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Heh, sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. How cute. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first and then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice she's sneaking glances in my direction. Is she ready for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Joshua, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. All right, we get it. I mean, we've already read this. That's why it's killing me. That I'm losing patience. I can feel it. Telling a good story, equally impressive, goes on, clearly passionate, seems so reserved and timid. Let's see. Anyway, I'm really waiting for something that I recognize that's new. Hey, Yuri, huh? Well, about, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right, Yuri tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, So if Joshua wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diverse ourselves a little. I missed what she said. I was clicking too fast like an idiot. Anyway, he could take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Joshua? Maybe, sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun, and we could all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Little laugh. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that could make two of us. Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then, as for Yuri, huh? I have to read a manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. We should be a little more open-minded. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. Silence. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yeah, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. Little laugh. I guess the club's meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. Nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Joshua. You think so? Well, everyone seems to be getting along a little bit better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Joshua, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised that you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Joshua, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. Little laugh. That's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with us all. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comforted us through our hard times, and you helped us get along with each other. Do you get it, Joshua? Because I'm president now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Oh, guys, it's happening! It's happening! Sorry, only someone who truly cares about the literature club would go that far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and care about each other. Little laugh. It's kind of sad, After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return. We've already reached the end of the game. So, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna miss you, Joshua. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you. Oh my gosh, people! It happened! Did you see that? She noticed that we did it, that we loaded. Now, granted, it's still creepy, but,
Can you hear me?
Whoa! Sorry.
Hi, it's me. So, you know how I've been, practicing piano and stuff?
Monica.
Not really any good at it yet, at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you, because I worked really, really hard on it.
It's Monica.
Yeah.
Replay music, ddlc.ogg.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
Oh, it's happening, people! I'm so happy!
In my head,
She acknowledged that I worked so hard to get the perfect ending. I hope we did. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. The song is so cute. Sorry, I'll be quiet.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
Hey, guys, we did it. I think, I mean, she mentioned it, right? Doesn't that mean we get the perfect ending? I think we did it. I'm so scared. So, obviously, we have seen all of these, but these are all of the little images that otherwise, if you don't do it, you don't get to see it. If you like, because if you just like side with someone, like one in particular, and go all the way through. Now, everyone does that blind the first time, including me. But of course, we saw all of them because we reloaded and loaded and reloaded and everything to get there. And so it's so cool. I'm going to see if I can find these images for wallpapers because a lot of them are so cool. So I'm going to see if I can find these little background images in like 1920 by 1080 for backgrounds for my computer. Oh, but guys, that was so cute. We did it. I'm so happy. It got super dark and creepy there for a while, but we did it. Like, we did it. And she said, like, she's like, you did it because you care about the literature club. You tried so hard. You tried so hard to, like, get the special ending and everything. And I'm like, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you for mentioning it, Sayori. Anyway, so oh my gosh. Woo, that was like, it's super intense. Guys, we did it. Look how cute they all are. Woohoo! Hey. This song is so happy and chipper, and considering how dark this place has been for a while, it's really nice. I think I already have a version of this picture. I have one where she's like half disappearing into pixels. But anyway. Special thanks, Monica and Joshua. Screens deleted, replay, deleted successfully, deleted successfully. Made with love by Team Salvato. Well done, well done. And I love the special thanks. It thanked Monica and me. And in-game Joshua. Oh, guys, we got it! We did it! I'm so happy! I can't believe it! We got the special ending! We did it! Yes! That was so scary because I didn't, like... I just winged it, obviously. Like, I looked up just enough of a guide, but I was so worried I was gonna mess up. And then after the whole Monica thing happened, where she appeared, I thought I messed up, but I didn't want to say anything in case I was wrong. I was wrong. We did it, everybody. Okay, let's read it. I'm so happy. Okay, to the special player who achieved the special ending. For years, I have been enamored by the ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds, some challenge your mind in brand new ways, some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone has different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, then that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reason we have a thriving video game industry. Our own favorite games have always been dear ones that challenge the status quo. Always been dear ones? Beer ones? I'm assuming that must be dear. I'm assuming it must be dear. Dear ones that challenge the status quo. Even if not a masterpiece, any game that attempts something in a wildly different way earns a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bands of interactive media. I extend my true gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoy playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. Scripting, please reinstall the game. Oh my gosh, guys! Oh man. Okay, so obviously it's still recording, and so all you're seeing is silence, but you'll still be hearing my voice. So I think that'll all work. I shouldn't have left. That's my bad, guys. But anyway, so it might be black. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll put something up or something. Maybe it'll stay black for a minute. but that was so cool, you know, having a real moment like for a minute. I think gaming in general has always been super special to me, and that's exactly why. Is because it's interactive art. You know what I mean? That you're getting to experience all kinds of, you know, all kinds of things in all kinds of different ways. You know what I mean? And it's always been a super big passion of mine for all games, and it's no secret that I am not very good at them. That, you know, for a lot of games I'm not very good at them, but it wasn't about my skill that I always enjoyed. It was always about just how much fun I was having. It was about the things I got to experience, the whether fictional or not. It was about the people I got to meet, and you know, and it was just it's always been. I found it fascinating since I was just a little boy, and so it is just super exciting to see stuff like this when that game felt like a love letter to that type of thing, and especially the ending when she tells you like thank you. You know, clearly only someone who cares so much would work so hard to get the special ending. And then obviously we got the special letter saying, you know, thank you so much for getting the happily ever after, the perfect ending. And you know, and it's just, and it 100% feels like a special thing. And I am so thankful that I got the ending I wanted, that we got the one that we wanted. That was so worth doing it for YouTube, you know. And it's something else that has actually been a super recent love of mine. Doki Doki Literature Club was actually my very first visual novel. I have never played a visual novel before then. And I don't really count. I'm assuming most people don't, but I don't count like the Walking Dead games as visual novels because they're not visual novels, because you get to move around and you're like clicking on stuff. So it's similar in a lot of ways, but it's not really a visual novel. But Doki Doki Literature Club was my very first visual novel, and very recently I actually picked up 2 more visual novel games. That I had a tiny bit of money that I got from a yard sale that my family had, and that was the cut that I got, and it was just enough to get a couple of visual novels that I wanted. Now they are Yuri visual novels, but of course that's only a plus for me. And we are absolutely going to do them on my channel. One of them is, I know what we're going to be doing. I know what I'm highly considering next, but there is more visual novels to come. It's something that I want to get into far more, and it's something that I hope you guys can enjoy as well. I am super excited to get into visual novels more and have more of them on my channel. They're a super special thing, and I want them to be super prevalent, and I think that they will be, and I'm very excited for that. So anyway, otherwise I think obviously that's going to call it for this one. So I might not go into another visual novel right away. We might find something short, or maybe even just do a couple of random videos, something to break up visual novels a little bit, just briefly. We'll do like, I don't know, like a shooter campaign, or we'll do some random battles on Battle for Middle Earth, something. I'll find something. I'm not entirely positive what it'll be yet, but I'll think about it for tomorrow's videos, or the next days. We'll have to see. But anyway, so yeah, we'll have to figure it out, but very soon we will be doing more visual novels, because that was just super special, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did, for sure. Anyway, but other than that, that's going to call it for this one. So for tomorrow, I might be finishing my anime tonight that I've been watching, so tomorrow might be a positive anime review. But yeah, so this will be the only video going out today, because obviously this video is almost 3 hours long, which is just about where all my normal videos sit anyway. So we will call this one right here. This will be the only video going out today. Tomorrow will probably be a positive anime review, and it will be a Fallout 4 part as well. And that one, it'll be going back to normal in that regard. But otherwise, a positive anime review will probably be tomorrow, because I'm only 2 episodes away, and I can almost certainly finish it. So unless there's like another season, but I'm almost positive that there wasn't. So I will look into that, but I don't think there is. But other than that, though, I think that's going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.